word prediction to start writing that sentence. The word prediction will be predicting the words that are in that sentence. The other way that you learn text in was from the plain text file. It's the first chapter of Mansfield Park. So if you were to activate the word prediction and start to type in, about 30 years ago, Miss Ward Huntington, with only £30,000, had the good luck to captivate Sir Thomas Bertram, etc., and it would predict word for word the first chapter of Mansfield Park. So it's really just a quick...
Mum told me not to talk to dirty old men.
My mum told me not to talk to dirty old men like you.
Which part of Southern Australia?
If a stranger came up to you in the street and asked you, "What's sweeties?" what would you say?
Sometimes you have, if you want to use the pictures from flip cameras, by and large, with things like PowerPoint, they'll just go straight in. With some programs like Switch It Maker, occasionally you need to convert them. And there are lots of different ways to convert them. The flip camera to work in Switch It Maker is that simple.
What browser would you be trying? You'd be probably trying Internet Explorer, okay? Or Firefox if you were another school, okay? But most of our schools have Internet Explorer. So I'm going to copy it into Firefox at the moment because guess what? That's got... Anyone remember what my Firefox has got that I want to use? It's on your pen drive. I've got WebAIM Wave. WebAIM Wave is going to help me. Now this little dialing thing is telling me something very nasty about this because I happen to know, just by looking at that dial, why I don't particularly like this web page, why it's not very accessible. Okay, so the first thing I can now do if I want to is click on that errors there, but I can also look at structure, and there are several other toolbars that I can use, and in fact, if we just go back here for a second to this review page.
At the word level, at the most at the sentence level. So let's look at the next page. This is an example of something that's motivating. We just read the Big Bad Wolf, and so now we just made up an ad that you can fill in with some fun words, but you have to think about how to write those words. Wanted, the Big Bad Wolf, wanted for, what's that verb that Big Bad Wolf wanted for? 2 verbings, 3 adjectives, 3 more verbs of things you should do if you see them. Let's watch and see how Kira did it. At this point, Kira was about 11. She's using the head mouse. Sorry, it's the jet lag is, word finding problems are an issue. So she's using her head mouse. She had a Vanguard communication device. Wanted for eat and swim. Description: goodbye eyes. Draw beautiful fur. Ugly teeth. Okay, draw beautiful fur.
All right. So what did you notice?
Lady on the phone.
The lady on the phone. Yes.
All the other kids have got their food except him.
Ah, so they're engaged in at least eating, and he doesn't have anything. I'm not sure if that's because he finished or what, but it certainly is. He might just be sitting there without anything to do. What else?
He asked what time is it, but I don't think she responded. She just kind of looked away.
Right, so he used his device to communicate, and she never responded, but several times she said, "What do you want to tell me now?" Or "Tell me." And then one time he did actually go back and tell her something, and she still never responded. A couple other things.
There was something going on here that he was very distracted. So
Yeah.
he wasn't even looking at his communicator or phone.
So there's a lot of staff.
the presenters. Tonight, this is the party for the presenters, and I'm pleased to say that the presenters have put together, or allowed us to put together a program, a very comprehensive and broad program, which has served to attract over 650 delegates. So thank you guys, it's wonderful. I said I'd keep it short and sweet. I don't intend to introduce everybody. I'm sure you're mature enough and outrageous enough to introduce yourself, but I would just like to introduce them and ensure that everybody is aware of our keynote presenters. So if they would come forward, please, I'd just like to thank you for coming. There's Caroline Musselwhite. Caroline, of course, is the 2000 summits. Then there's Gretchen Hansen. And I hate to rattle the professional thing, but Gretchen's an OT. I'd also like to introduce you to E.A. Draffin. And Dr. Chris Abbott. So we have a nice mix between UK and US this year as well, which we wanted to sort of balance out a bit. And then last but not least, Mr. Ian Bean. I think he's gone, and I don't blame him. He's probably got other matters to attend. But anyway, so thank you all. And Barbara, did you want to say something? Thank you very much. And we look forward to a very successful conference.